big dreams. I wanna do big things, but I just can't seem to put it all together. I just wanna be seen. I'm jumping ship, I'm a diving, middle of the ocean, swimming till I find it. I see an island out ahead, filled with things that I've wanted since I was a kid. Swim to it with every muscle I've got, sucking down water in my lungs till I cough. But I won't give up, I'll never stop till I wash up on the sand or my heart finally stops. I will be the best, headed out for change. I just started on my quest. Yeah, the world will know my name. I'm excited, I'm obsessed. No one in my way but myself and a test. Yeah, I will be the best. Yeah, I will be the best. Life is just a game, I'll be playing till I rest. I'll be there to claim my own spot among the best. Deep within my mind, I'll put all my fear to rest. Cause I will be the best, yeah, I'll be the best that I can. I gotta study, I'll cram, I gotta make up a plan to give me some kind of chance. I gotta enter a new mode or else I'll get KO'd. My life's at a crossroad, I'm ready to reload. I gotta learn some kind of lesson from my past. I made mistakes, but I learned how to react. I love the chase, but I need a new path to have a chance to get what I wanna grab. A good life has a good purpose, something that makes everything that you're doing worth it. Something with a bigger meaning that's under the surface, cause that's what's gonna keep you working. It's a journey to make it, I got a life in the making. I choose how I'm gonna shape it, I got new lights in rotation. I flip a switch, I'm fixated, I'm sick of patience and waiting. My destiny is awaiting. I will be the best, headed out for change. I just started on my quest. Yeah, the world will know my name. I'm excited, I'm obsessed. No one in my way but myself and a test. Yeah, I will be the best. Yeah, I will be the best. Life is just a game, I'll be playing till I rest. I'll be there to claim my own spot among the best. Deep within my mind, I'll put all my fear to rest. Cause I will be the best. Yeah, I will be the best. This life is a journey worth taking. Every breath in it is sacred. It gets hard and frustrating, but trust me, you just gotta embrace it. Cause what's a journey without enemies? You need some friends, a foe, and an identity. You need an arc, a battle, a little tensity. Create a little bit of energy. I know we don't start the same, but life ain't fair, that won't change. You can't expect that from games, yeah. You might be worse off than others, but better off than another. So just move forward, discover, yeah. What you like, what you need, what you see. Every little thing that you wanna be. Figure out how others get it, and respect it. And don't give up till you perfect it.
Well, here I go, how I get there, I'll figure out on my own. But no matter what, I'll be putting on a show. So watch out, and watch me grow.
I will be the best, headed out for change. I just started on my quest. Yeah, the world will know my name. I'm excited, I'm obsessed. No one in my way but myself and a test. Yeah, I will be the best. Yeah, I will be the best. Life is just a game, I'll be playing till I rest. I'll be there to claim my own spot among the best. Deep within my mind, I'll put all my fear to rest. Cause I will be the best. Yeah, I will be the best. You realize deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Let's go. Thoughts can keep you down, pushing deep until you drown, or they can keep you up strong, focused on the now. Glass half full, or has it been emptied out? Well, that's all up to you and your mind. Do you doubt anything, everything, not a thing? Make my thoughts work for me, manifest what I need, what I want, what I see. I could be anything, I attract all the things that I see. I believe I'll achieve as I breathe in and out again and again. I don't doubt, I sit and I plan, and I found out that I can execute if I'm driven, if I listen, if I learn all the wisdom. Read some books, something written, watch the best teacher system I invest. Never hidden, I ain't scared. Ain't no chicken, I take dares. I'll be winning, you get back what you're giving. Find the reason that you're living, what you're good at, all your gifts and what you love. Take a risk and find out what you've been missing, yeah. You realize deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes makes it all worth it. This is your why, that gives you your purpose. Realize deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal, that makes it all worth it. This is your why, that gives you your purpose.
Something, that's all you need. I wake up ready for the day because I believe in everything that I'm doing like it was meant to be. I get fixated and captivated on learning things. Don't hesitate to ask questions, the answer that I need. It's out there somewhere, I swear I can find the recipe. By testing, learning, and turning into a better me.
Realize deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal, that makes it all worth it. This is your why, that gives you your purpose. Realize deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal, that makes it all worth it. This is your why, that gives you your purpose.
What's wrong and why you never said you felt that way? And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today.
Whipping my Chevy, I had 3 pills in my pocket. My partner told me don't pop them, but I was losing my noggin. I call my trunk nosy neighbor. The way it be knocking, it be my meditation. When the world just will not quit talking, I'm not drinking and driving, I'm just sipping and cruising. If my mama could see me, she'd tell me quit being stupid. Cause see this buzz that I'm getting, it's just wisdom I'm losing. But I need a distraction, cause all my actions been useless. Man, I've been trying hard, people telling me I'll be okay, but that's just dialogue. If you feel the same as me, let me see you light it, dog. Let them burn, let them burn. If they wanna switch sides, let them turn, let them turn. We don't need them, homie. We don't need them. I'm better off without them. Hey, I wouldn't wanna be them. We don't need them, homie. We don't need them. I'm better off without them. Hey, I wouldn't wanna be them. We don't need them, homie. We don't need them, homie. We don't need them, homie. Nah, we don't need them. I'm better off without them. Hey, I wouldn't wanna be them. Too many people using each other. Such a Wasted beautiful human beings that could be lovers. Instead we're fighters, trained to expect the worst from people. It's hard to fight for good, so we learn to work with evil. It hurts my cerebral to think about those habits. Never in between, it's either happiness or havoc. Too much of anything is bad for me though. Can only smile so long till the apathy shows. At least we ain't phony. What's worse, being with a snake or being lonely? Honesty takes work, lying's easy, homie. Don't say you feel it, it should be easy to show me. And if not, then fuck 'em. We don't need 'em, homie. We don't need 'em. I'm better off without 'em. Hey, I wouldn't wanna be 'em. We don't need 'em, homie. We don't need 'em. I'm better off without 'em. Hey, I wouldn't wanna be 'em. We don't need 'em, homie. We don't need 'em, homie. We don't need 'em, homie. Nah, we don't need 'em. I'm better off without 'em. Hey, I wouldn't wanna be 'em. Some people be changing with the weather. I'm trying to keep myself together. I ain't got the energy to hold 'em, so I push 'em aside and keep it rolling. Some people be changing with the weather. I'm trying to keep myself together. Together. Ooh, yeah. I was whipping my Chevy, I had 3 pills in my pocket. Finally rolled down the window and I decided to toss 'em. Went through trouble to get 'em, but I'd be just fine without 'em. Yeah, I'd be just fine without 'em. We don't need 'em, homie. We don't need 'em. I'm better off without 'em. Hey, I wouldn't wanna be 'em. We don't need 'em, homie. We don't need 'em. I'm better off without 'em. Hey, I wouldn't wanna be 'em. We don't need 'em, homie. We don't need 'em, homie. We don't need 'em, homie. Nah, we don't need 'em. I'm better off without 'em. Hey, I wouldn't wanna be 'em.
Hello. Can you hear me? Right, I'm going to my TikTok, I guess. Well, that's doing nice. Hold on, let me get. Here, I'll just show y'all over here. Let's go to filters. Audio filters. Noise gate. And do it. Testing. Hello. Hello. Testing. Okay, I think I got it. Anyways, this is my code I'm working. It's over on GitHub. If it opens. I should have fucking. I have to end stream and start it back. Yeah. I'll be right back, guys. Give me a minute. Oh, it says hardware. I might be lagging for this stream. Testing these settings on OBS. Let me go plug up this phone in like 20 minutes. I guess I don't need my second monitor real quick. But for recon floating, I need a secondary monitor. Need okay. These are on my OBS thing. Starting offline. Six. These. Is Loaded. It's fictional. Where's it released ball? Peachy. It looks like it's going to rain. I need to get. I'll be right back, guys. Give me a minute. Actually, let me plug in my second monitor. I'm on the. Can you hear me? Okay. Let's go to. Ow. Go to the kitchen. Looks like it's going to snow. You need to measure. That's about 2. Hold on, guys. I'll take y'all with me. There's 2. Okay. Beep, beep, beep. Okay. Eventually, I'm going to have the whole setup. A whole setup. My bad. Okay, there we go. I got 30 more seconds to do. I think you're sick in the fucking God, bitch. Look at all these stink bugs. At least they're in here, not in my room. Hold on, I'll be right back. Try not to step on any of them. we don't have no fucking. Okay, let's go back in here. Let's switch back over to here. Damn it. What is it doing this? Why is this beautiful thing?
Hello there. Today, I want to talk about a very narrow window of time where overhead projectors were somewhat of a computer accessory and showcase 3 different kinds of devices and technologies that were able to utilize these. It's a pretty weird little narrow section of history, but man, it produced some cool stuff. Now first let me go over what all I have here for the actual overhead projection setup. This is an actual overhead projector made by the company Delight. I actually got this complete in the original box. Now this projector is meant to be somewhat portable. It has a carry handle and the screen fully collapses. This post can collapse down into it and then there's a tripod built into the base. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and keep it set up. I will say that it can go kind of oddly high up, like really, really tall. I have no idea what you would use that for though. But for now, we're just going to hook it up here at the normal size to use with my overhead projector. Now, the projector itself is a 3M Model 9100. It's a little later, coming from the 90s, but it's what I've found, and I don't really need to collect a whole bunch of overhead projectors, so after I got one that worked, I decided to call it good enough. It'll be fine for everything that we're doing here today. And the last thing I want to call out is a little weird, but I actually have this on a real overhead projector stand. This has an integrated power strip and a little light bulb that you can use to view projector transparencies before you put it on the main overhead. I don't have it plugged in because some of the power plugs are a little damaged, and the reality is it's kind of sketchy wiring and I don't really feel a need to burn the office down. So we're just gonna leave that as is. So that's the basics of what I'm using to do the actual projection here. Now, try to tailor the lighting in this room as best as I can so that we can see what's being projected, but also not have me just be totally pitch black. It's a pretty tough balance, but hopefully it's good enough. Now though, let's go ahead and take a look at our first piece of technology to work with the overhead projector. And it's actually a viewer mail submission. This comes from Jerry in Omaha, Nebraska. And it's not a ViewSonic, but it is very well packed in here, and it might actually be two things. I'm not 100% sure. 2 bags from the education industry's favorite company. Oh my God. And just a horde of HDMI cables. Awesome. I always need more of those. Okay, now there's actually more in these than I initially realized, and I want to start with the worst thing first, because this is not made by Texas Instruments, and it's not all that fancy at all, but this is something that I've seen a bunch of and always wanted to try out. This is a fully transparent overhead projector calculator, and it needs a peel. That was very loose to begin with. Now this thing is a, like I mentioned, transparent calculator meant to go on an overhead projector. And I think, will it turn on? No, this one unfortunately does not seem to work. Although there's a little weird quirk here. For some reason, the solar cells are on the top. Now on any other calculator that would have made sense, but this one's meant to be used on a giant bright light. I would think that it would make more sense to put the solar cells at the bottom of this one, actually. Now, in theory, the way this one should work is we have a display up here. We should be able to turn the calculator on, and yeah, it's not just not pressing the buttons hard enough. It does not seem to want to function here. But we should be able to have the display be fully transparent and show any calculations. And then we could just touch and show the actions on the overhead projector as we're working. This is really cool. Oh, and we can see down here, this would emulate actually the TI-108. It's just a 4-function calculator. It's not emulating anything in particular, but that's still pretty cool. That's unfortunate that this didn't work, but that's not the really exciting thing that we have here today, because the other really cool stuff in here is this and the devices that go with them. This is a Texas Instruments TI view screen for use with a TI 82 or 81 here with the view screen add-on. This is a giant module that plugs into the calculator, and then the calculator itself plugs into the panel, and we should be able to see the output of the calculator's display on the overhead projector. So let me go ahead and try and set this up and see if this works. All right, well, thankfully 2 of these calculators were included because the displays on them are not doing all that well, and there are vertical lines appearing. Possibly needs to be fixed, kind of like I had to do with the Tiger game comms. And if this has that going on, I do actually have a second one of these as well, so we might be able to do that too. And yes, but it also has some issues, but I think it will work out well enough. Oh man, dude, old displays are dropping like flies. LCDs are scary, man. We're going to be in for some rough times in the not too distant future when it comes to old panels. Ah, this one's perfect. Okay, we're going to go with this one. All right, so we're going to put this on here, which is projecting nice and clear up onto the board. It's made the lights so green coming out of there now. And with that, I should be able to turn on the calculator, and there we go. We have video. Now, if I activate the trace, the first thing you may notice is that it's slightly fuzzy. And that's because the projector has depth to it, and we can actually focus it by adjusting this. So I need to adjust the focus here a little bit higher up, and there we go. Now the projector's optics are raised up from the normal surface. It's kind of a weird thing because it's depth-based, but yeah. So that is the calculator's display being shown up on the overhead projector. So I should be able to do some actual equations here. I have not used a TI-81 ever before, so this is going to be fun. So if we do x to the power of 2 and then trace, there we go. We do get a result printed. That is unexpected. If we look at the calculator display, the legends are actually printed at the bottom, and they should not be appearing on top. So for some reason, the screen is wrapping one of the lines. I don't think there is anything I can do about that. I can adjust the contrast of the image, but that's not going to help. That's a little weird. I don't know if there was any documentation included for this thing, but let me go look at that really quick. TI Cares document that I'm sure is like, here's all the books you could buy. Yeah, that is what this is. So the whole shtick that Texas Instruments has in the United States is that they work with the book publishers like McGraw-Hill and Pearson's to get all of their calculators to be the ones that are documented in the books. And then what happens is you will go into your classroom, your teacher will have something like this, and the teacher will only know how to use this calculator. So if you come in with anything else, the teacher won't be able to help you, or they will just flat out refuse to let you use that calculator in the class. So I have a bit of an axe to grind with Texas Instruments and other companies. Oh my gosh, there's a transparency of a TI-83 in here. Hold on. Okay, I hate them, but I also love them. I have an axe to grind with Texas Instruments because of this kind of behavior. That's hilarious, though. So yeah, I'm not surprised that there is a book in here that's advertising, look, you can get this stuff to go with it. Okay. Man, I really do want to hate them, but giant TI-81 poster, that's pretty awesome. Now, so as far as I can tell, there is no manual for this thing, so I don't know if there is a way that I could maybe have it not screen wrap like that. I'll try the other one, even though it's bad, and we'll see what that looks like. Interesting. Okay, so this one is fine, but you can see the failing lines. But yeah, from here we can scroll along and see the results on the projector. Now I could go ahead and plot a second line here. There we go. So yeah, so your teacher here would be able to work with the regular calculator, have this on their desk or the table that they have next to the overhead projector, and you as a student would be able to very clearly see these things from across the room. And isn't this just so much better than only reading it out of a textbook? I mean, I do hate the textbooks, but this kind of live hands-on demonstration is a whole lot nicer. Now, aside from the graphing capabilities, we can do other things. So like 4 times 5 here, we can have this print the results on the display like this. So even if you weren't doing a more advanced class, you could easily demonstrate things. So 7 or 4 divided by 7, there we are. Now, that is it for the calculator demonstration. However, that's not the end of the story here, because another thing that was included within this set was this. Texas Instruments SmartView. This is a program that can emulate a TI-84 in software on a computer, and you would use this with a standard video projector. This would be the replacement for this entire system, so that you don't need a weird calculator with a weird panel and can just buy a program and put the disk in your laptop instead. This is where fun goes to die. Anyway, though, speaking of fun, I think it's time we check out something from the 80s. Now, the next thing I want to talk about are transparencies. These are clear plastic sheets that the presenter is intended to be able to draw on or pre-print in some way and can use for creating information displays that are easily movable and easy to store. But these were also usable with computer-generated graphics, as we saw with the unexpected TI-83 printout here. Creating these printouts had a long evolution, though, because jet printout is pretty impressive, but this isn't where it started. This is my HP Series 200. This is known as a technical computer because it was meant for science and engineering applications. This came out in 1981 and cost $25,000 when it was new. So this is not your average run-of-the-mill computer. But the reason we're going to use it is because HP also made plotters, and HP's plotters were the industry standard. I have a whole video about the 7475.
Okay. Let's just move this microphone on. Testing. Testing. Okay. This one is gonna be kind of weird. Testing. Okay. Hello, guys. Let's go back over here. Let's get code another app, not temporary. UI that. Open weather map. I know that. We need to open here. Let's go to view, open that. Get API key. Oh, can't see it in my email because I don't want to. I would be blown up by Okay, let's open this now. No, motherfucker. My God, I'm on the fucking screen. Okay, turn it off. Generate. I got all that. Let's get no CD. Why is it fucking doing this? Umba, 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 umba. CD. Python. Umba, 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 umba. I think I fucked up my OBS settings when I did that shit earlier. I'll be back later, guys. This shit is not working. See y'all later.